Okay, it is Sunday, April 5th, 2024, and we used the pole saw and cleaned up that, and then you can see the pole saw is down there, and we went down to about there, so we used the pole saw and we made some brush piles like back in there, and now we gotta use the brush cutter and clean up the bottom part. There's the 3-blade or 3-point or 3-lobe brush cutter on the Stihl Kombi. Well, not too many bugs today, but a lot of allergies, so I'll be sneezing. But we used the brush cutter from there. I'll show you through. And all the way down, you can kind of see where about there, and then that needs to get trimmed. So we're just going to walk along here and pick up some of the small pieces from the brush cutter, throw them in the brush piles, and there's a brush pile, and I think we're going to call it for today. So you can see we got these little shrubs. They're actually like those shrubs, but they're just starting out. So what we did is we took the brush cutter and we trimmed them, because there's just a couple of patches here and there, so that's a lot easier than mowing all that. I don't like to mow that if I don't have to. Yeah, so we cleaned up those little patches here, but you can see we could probably still clean up just little bits and pieces here. See, we already got some nice nice wildflowers coming up. We've got some tall grasses coming up. What we don't want is what's happening up here. So we could probably still use the brush cutter here and just pick up a couple of them. So once we get down here, you know, they grow into those things in a year or two. So this is just like way too much to use a brush cutter. So I'll have to get a mowing deck back here and do a cut on this section, because the damn things grow like crazy. Like within a year, they're like a half-inch thick stem, and then I have to like use a pole saw or something on them. So I do like to clean it out once or twice a season, well, a year, so fall or spring. If I can get a tractor back here, I'd like to cut those, get that all cut. What usually happens is it's too wet to get a mowing deck back here, so then the grasses and the flowers all start growing, and then I have to mow them down. Then it's flat for the rest of the season, the rest of the summer. Once you mow it in the spring like this, it kind of like takes it all down for the whole season. So I prefer not to mow once the grass starts coming up, but that might just need to get mowed this season and be done with it, and then mow it again in the fall. So this section, if I mowed it tomorrow, which I can't, but maybe Tuesday, if I did get a mower deck back here, you know, the grass isn't going to grow very tall. We won't get very many flowers in that section, but you know, it's not that long of a section. But we have all of this where we're just going to let this grow now for the rest of the spring and the summer. It's going to get, you know, 3 feet high with grass and flowers and things the birds and the butterflies like. So that's all very nice. We like to encourage that. To point out, maybe we can get down lower. You know, this is only the first part of May, and you can see the grass is already starting to grow along the fence line. So it'd be hard to use the brush cutter and know where the bottom of the fence is. So that's why I wanted to get that fence line done before the grass started growing. And now, you know, I could just mow it with the mowing deck and let the grass grow along the fence. And then in the fall, once the grass is gone, we'll run the brush cutter through there again.